for Ted Wilson! You're going for David, everybody. That's right, first time here. I'd like to thank everyone at SNF for having me out. All, what is it, 47 producers you have now? That was a joke from the back. Yeah, it's a big night for me. First night here, something else happening today. 21st wedding anniversary today, right now. Yeah, let's give it up for my lovely wife who is not in this room. Couldn't give less of a shit about my comedy. 21 years, how do you stay together? She doesn't come to my shows and I don't act like a comedian at home. That's how we do it. For those of you who paid attention, my name is Ted Wilson. I have a very unusual last name. I don't know, how is that, Ted? That's the 14th most common name in America. Well, my family decided to spell it wrong, so I'd have to explain it everywhere I go. We spell it with 3 L's, W-I-L-L-S-O-N, before you call bullshit. First L is silent, third L is invisible, and there's no way you can prove I'm not lying right there. No way. As a grown adult man, my first name is Ted. People ask me all the time, what is that short for? Which I find is rude. It's insulting, there's nothing wrong with it. It is short for nothing, it's long for Ted. In fact, my wife, my lovely wife of 21 years, will tell everyone she meets, every single person, it is not the size of my tiny little name, it's how I use it that counts. The only problem is that she thinks my tiny little nickname is short for Richard. Some of you have dated some tiny Richards in your life, and I apologize. Size of my name has no bearing on what kind of a man I am. I can't do any normal man stuff, no matter how big my name or small is. I can't hunt or fish, I can't do automotive projects, whatever. Can't do any DIY projects. Last time I was in a hardware store was to stock up on bulk candy. You guys know what aisle I'm talking about? I mean, you gotta like the really garbage stuff, like circus peanuts and Tootsie Rolls. They count bags of nuts as candy, I guess. I don't go to the hardware store a lot, clearly. When did they put grocery stores in the back of those places? Was that like an overnight thing that you went back to Menards and there was a jewel in the back? I don't understand the demographic. Do people go for lumber and stuff for their hollandaise sauce in the same run? I mean, it's pretty smart. If you're gonna hide food from me, put it in a hardware store. As I'm driving by, I've never seen the sign Menards and gone, that looks like Good Eats. They got good food in there. It's truth in advertising. Folks, the first time I ever went to Kinko's, I was arrested because I was totally dressed inappropriately. That's on me, I didn't do my research. I'm sure some of you have gone into Dick's Sporting Goods and been very disappointed about what they sell there. For me, it's Hooters. Hooters is the most disappointing one for me. I don't know if this is a secret. Those wings don't come from owls. I was very sad to find that out. My parents took one look at me and decided, you don't need to have a professional name. We're just going to go with Ted right out the bat. I wish they'd taken a closer look when I was first born, because I was born a redhead. And they named me Ted. Yeah, they gave my bullies a free space in the bingo card right out the gate. I was Ready Teddy for my entire youthful time, and it was great. I was. And I couldn't hide with the other gingers, because when I was born, there weren't any. In my small town, I was the only one. The adults would see me in a stroller and look down and think that my parents had gone to Ireland and stole a creature of mythic lore, and they'd be like, you guys, you see this leprechaun? Those guys got a leprechaun. You think if we touch it, we'll get wishes? You think if we rub its copper head, we'll be able to get some luck? And you're thinking, my parents would never let that happen. But this was the 70s, and we hadn't invented stranger danger yet. You're goddamn right they let strangers run their hands through there. My parents were teachers in a small farming town, in central Illinois. They were broke. If you would have given my dad $5, he'd probably let you find out if my Lucky Charms are magically delicious. I wrote that joke. I don't even know what it means. I just know it's not right. I played a little game right here at table 79. I gave you a business card, a little good luck charm I made. If you saw that in a stroller, guys, you're going to talk to the whole audience, so this is important. Would you think from a distance that's a leprechaun? I'm going to pretend they said yes. If they're not paying attention, that's fine. Would you rub that leprechaun's head for luck? They said sure. That's the wrong answer. That is a child. You'll be speaking to authorities after the show. I've gotten so many people off the streets, I should win a humanitarian award. If anyone wants their own good luck charm, I took it all off my head. I put it on these cards. See me after the show. They're really not important, but I have to justify to my wife of 21 years why I bought so many of them. Things are going great for me. I got a lot of luck apparently. debuting here at SNF. It is my 21st wedding anniversary. I got a new job recently. Yeah, I didn't know it. I went to Target for one thing, got to the front with 1,000 things, because that's how Target works, and found out the only way I could leave without being charged with theft was to red shirt up and check myself out. Self-checkout is the only way I could get out. And I was flustered, I wasn't ready for it. I got home and realized I'd forgotten my wallet, and I had to go back to my new job to get it. So I walk up to the one guy in front, and I say, hey, sorry to bother you. I don't mean to trouble you, but I think I lost my wallet. He's like, oh no, what were you doing? Turns out I was doing your job, buddy. Follow my logic. I went to the back of the store, put everything in my cart, brought it to the front, found out I was the only one assigned to cashier today. Took everything out of my cart, put it on the scanner, asked myself, paper or plastic? I said reusable because I'm not a monster. Asked myself what form of payment, handed my debit card over. Asked myself if I wanted to round up for charity. Told myself to get bent because this Fortune 500 company could buy and sell charities all day. They don't need my 90 cents. I want that in my paycheck. With all that confusion, I forgot my wallet and went home. Now you may think that's my fault. It's not true. It's Target's fault for assigning me, an ignorant asshole, to be a cashier. That's on them. Also, I hadn't gotten any training videos, no orientation day, no store tour. I don't know if there's lockers in the back to hold my wallet. Are there cubbies up front? Should I be using a clear plastic backpack to take my personal items in and out so they know I'm not stealing? I didn't even give myself an employee discount for the work I did checking myself out. I'm going to need to see a manager for that. None of this phases him. Looks me right in the face and said, oh yeah, we did find a wallet. Thanks, we could have started with that, Chuck. I said, where is it? He said, it's over at customer service. Let me walk you over. Takes me over to, hand to God, his coworker, Karen. This is going to be fun. He explains to her what's up. She turns to me and she says, how can I help you? And I said, Nancy Drew, I didn't think this was a mystery. I'm the guy who lost his wallet. And she said, that's not a problem. We're just going to need to see some ID. So suddenly I find myself at the DMV needing a new ID. Do you guys like going to the DMV? No? Anyone like going? I love going because I have a mirror and I've seen my face. Here in this building, I'm like a 2, 1.5. Aurora proper, maybe a 3. The DMV, I'm a 7, 8, 8.5 on a good day. My shins match. I'm wearing my own clothes. I've bathed this week. I go down there not to people watch, but to be watched by people. Those people are my paparazzi. And I love them. And I get it, eventually you have to go talk to the people at the counter and you're wondering, like, why do they take these jobs? Do they know how terrible it is? Why are they taking that out on me? I didn't sign up for that job. I go and talk to the first person that's there, and it's a woman, and she looks at the information on the screen, and she looks at me, and she looks at the information, and she looks at me, and she says, sir, are you ever going to go back? And I'm like, well, look, taking all this in and your attitude, I certainly don't want to go front. Are there any other options? That wasn't her question. She said, double down. She said, sir, I need to know if you're ever going to go back. I said, I don't get it. Back to school, back to the future. Help me out here, lady. I don't speak your DMV language. She said, are you ever going to go back to not being bald? Exactly. I didn't know you could do that at DMV. Do you guys know if you went down there and told them what you wanted to look like, they would put it in their computer, your little driver's license would say it, your face would magically change? I get it. I would immediately go back down to a DMV too, but I would make that sacrifice for everyone in this room. I would do that. The joke is, she thinks I look like this on purpose. Like I can choose my look and this is what I would go with. Like I would choose to look like no less than 3 squares in the original game of Guess Who. And the joke's on her, because I can't grow hair. I don't grow it because it drives ladies wild, and I knew you guys would be right up front. It's what the stylists call the public toilet seat. Because it starts here, fully fleshed out all the way around the back. I just can't make it meet in the middle. But the best part is this lady thinks that my entire life, every night, I would go home and put my little leprechaun head in the pillow and pray to baby Jesus that I would grow up to look like a thumb with a beard. Or like a huge Richard from the back. Thank you very much. That's enough of the girls back up here.